Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey fish family, welcome back to Dwarf Aquatics. And I'm just checking in with you guys real fast, give you a real quick update. I never check in when I'm doing my water changes, but today, as you can see, I'm doing water changes. Okay, so this is water change day. I just finished doing a water change on this big tank here, and that's why it's all cloudy and, you know, messy looking. You know, we'll worry about that later. I'll show it to you another time when it's looking good. Right now, as you can see, this tank is emptying. This one here behind me is emptying out. But those of you who have tanks, especially big tanks with big fish, and especially if you do water changes and do your maintenance like you're supposed to, we all know that when we do our water changes, our fish act very differently. You get a lot of excitement, a lot of motion, you know, because stuff is going on. You know, sometimes it's the temperature of the water that's changing, or just the body, the volume of water changing, and you know, all that stuff. So you got fish that usually hide to come out, and fish that usually out, they hide, and then some fish just zoom around back and forth trying to figure out what they're going to do until you get up out of that tank. That noise I hear behind me is my wave maker, and that means my water level is getting too low. I try to keep my, let me pull that plug. I try to keep my wave maker and stuff like that, and keep my filtration going as long as possible while I'm doing my water change. Some people just turn theirs off altogether. If I'm going very low, like if I'm doing like a 50%, 60% water change, I usually go ahead and turn my filters off so that, you know, that I won't break the siphon or whatever. I want you know, I want to keep that siphon going. However, the reason why I try to keep my filtration and my wave makers and stuff going for as long as possible is because I like to keep my water very well oxygenated while I'm doing my water changes and stuff like that. Well, anyway, this video is not about water changes. I'm rambling on. I'm just checking in real quick so I can show you some fish that I never get to show you. I'm going to show you my Dwarf Giraffe Catfish. Some people have never seen Dwarf Giraffe Catfish. Some people don't know there's a such thing. But yeah, I have one standard Congo giraffe fish, and I have also two Dwarf Giraffe Catfish. And they're dwarf only because compared to the size of the standard, they're considered small. But these guys grow up to about 10 inches. Some people say 12, but I'm guessing 10 because I've had these guys for about 3 years. And they're getting pretty close to that 10-inch mark, and they're growing very slow right now, but they some fat chunks, and I'll show them to you. Let me not keep talking on. I'll show you my fish. Thanks again for coming to join me on Dwarf Aquatics. Enjoy my fish. Here we got one of my Dwarf Giraffe Catfish. They mostly only come out when I'm doing a water change. For some reason, my catfish like to come out while I'm doing the water change. Look at that fat chunk. So he look a lot different from the standard giraffe catfish. But for those of you who, there's my other dwarf giraffe catfish back there fighting, trying to fight with my dad. Now these two, they're about to fight each other because they always do. So I got two dwarf giraffe catfish in here, and they're almost pretty much full grown. And they're two fat chunks. They always hang out at the bottom and hide between the rocks. And as you can see, like I said, they always fight. They're about to have a little fat boy, fat body battle royale. One of them looks substantially larger. I'm thinking maybe one is a male, one is a female, but they always have a go at each other. Sorry for the glare. I just spared a moment while I'm cleaning and refilling my tank. They come out, I want to catch them real quick so I can talk about them. Yeah, they hail from West Africa, just like the standard giraffe catfish. But they max out at about 10 inches. Some people say 12, but I'm guessing 10 inches. I've had them for 3 years, and that's as big as they are. And as you see, my pom-pom knifefish comes over and aggressively chase everybody away from his favorite corner. My two true parrot or Hiplochus psittacus. And here's a look at my standard giraffe nose catfish. And of course it's a juvenile because this bad boy is expected to get pretty large in here. And as you can see, he don't have the real wide mouth like the dwarf giraffe cats do. This dark color bottom and dark substrate causes him to try to camouflage, and that's why he looks so dark and, you know, blacked out or whatever. As I said before, I don't really like that. I like when they show their colors and patterns, so I think I'm gonna mix in some lighter sand or substrate at the bottom so that I can bring out better coloration in them. So the two dwarf giraffe catfish, they don't mess with him, he don't mess with them. Totally different genus. Totally different species. And there's my albino chocolate pleco, if there is such a thing, but it was sold as albino chocolate pleco. That one comes out once in a blue moon, but hey, that's what a water changer do for you. It'll make some of them fish come out. Yeah, that's right, move around so the people can see you. He's a pretty big fella. And oh yeah, I did, since I was doing water changes and stuff, I went on and put my 3 peacock bass in here as well. You see them swimming by, they got themselves comfortable in here as well. So, alhamdulillah. All right, everybody, in case I forgot, Ramadan Mubarak. I appreciate you guys for every time you tune in to watch me. Please, if you are new to the channel, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Please like, please share. I appreciate all the support. Leave comments if you have any comments for me. I appreciate all the input and all the support you guys give me. Oh yeah, he coming to view. Share, subscribe, like, leave comments, please. Thank you very much. Until next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.